Are you the serial murderer? Wait, I just realized what position I'm in right now.
We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fair to say. Can't win the sunlight.
Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Changeling. We're right here trying to figure out where William is, because he's nowhere to be found in the murder. I just needed to find somewhere I could sit and text him again. I wandered toward a bench further down the sidewalk. Why? This is where I got attacked. Go back in there. Ugh, fuck. Further down the sidewalk, planning to sit and wait for him there. Ugh, what am I doing? I was putting myself through so much unnecessary turmoil over all of this. Freaking out over nothing, being indecisive. I flopped on the bench and looked up at the sky. Was this really even that big a deal? I mean, look what everyone else was dealing with. Ghost murderers, drifters, trying to keep the whole dang town safe. And I was panicking over something like sleepwalking, just talking to people. You really need to get a grip, Chico, and stop being such a drama queen. I need to just get up, go to the murder, and ask to talk to them. I didn't need someone to hold my hand. I needed answers, and if they had them, then what else mattered? Right. Why is everything dark in this game? I said abruptly, and that was when I realized something was wrong. Everything was quiet, abnormally still. The street was totally empty. What the heck? And then every hair on the back of my neck stood up. A slow chill spread through me, and I broke into a cold sweat as I realized there was something behind me. How? It was just so bright earlier. I was looking at the sky. Wouldn't I see the sky changing? I swear, this is a motherfucking blob. Someone. I didn't want to turn. Out of the corner of my eye, I could just see something black, blurry, wiggling just outside of my vision. To be honest, I guess it's fucking confronted. You want to 1v1 me, bitch. I spun around, catching sight of that exact figure I expected to see. That stupid shadow guy. You're smiling at me already. Oh my god. Why is he smiling at me already? Jesus. Get away from me. Pretty. Ugh. Red. I reached out a hand for... Motherfucker! I reached a hand out for me and I instinctively swung my book bag at its face. That wasn't an exorcist, I guess, though. My bag went right through him. Don't even touch me. I don't even want to look at him directly in the eyeballs. I staggered backwards, wondering why everything was so weird and stifling. Where was everyone else? Or where am I? His shadow thing hissed angrily and wafted towards me, snatching my arm. Let go! Not fair. Why could he touch me, but I couldn't touch him? I let out a shout of panic, desperately trying to pry his smoky, oozy fingers off me. But he suddenly stopped and his head twisted around in a distressingly horror movie-like way. What the fuck? I thought it might be Guess again, maybe with a trusty wrench this time, ready to give him a solid whack in the head. But what I saw was something significantly more concerning. You're just as scary. You're just as scary. You're just as scary. No. What if we try to ignore it and try to leave? I was going to just ignore it. There were so many of them about, and I didn't want to draw attention. Unfortunately, I didn't want to be ignored. Something cold and wet snaked around my wrist to try to jerk my hand away, but it pulled me back. I realized it was fuzzy, shadowy guy from before. I tried to yank my arm away from him, but his hand didn't budge. In the swirls of shadow in his face, and I use that term loosely, I thought I could make out a smile. Let go! Red. I like red. Fuck you. Good for you. Yeah, good for you. As much as I was hesitant to take my other hand away near him, I tried to pry my wrist away from him. Red. Suddenly he twisted. Oh. Which one is better? Suddenly he twisted his head around almost entirely and hissed at something behind him. I thought it might be Guess again. Oh, just as scary. Jesus. I don't know if I should have confronted him or ignored him. I really don't know. I don't know if those choices, I'm sure they mattered in some slight way. I kind of want to spin around and confront it. I don't care. It might leave me bad ending or normal ending or one of the horrible endings that's not happy ending. Oh shoot. What the heck is that? For one terrifying moment, I thought it was the thing that attacked me in the woods. It was all dark with a pale face, but this one was definitely different. It looks like a crow with a scary-ass mask that I'm not a fan of. particularly see-through and smoky, just like the thing in the woods. But this one had a strange mask over its face. You both were very scary. Jeez, why do they have to look creepy? I don't know. I struggled to pull my arm away from the shadow guy, but to my surprise, he let go as he turned to face intruder. I staggered backwards, wondering how I was supposed to get out of this weird non-place I was in. I glanced backward weirdly, and they appeared to be having a weird face-off of some kind. Oh god, why are you getting closer to me? Suddenly the masked ghost charged Shadow Guy. He didn't have time to dodge. Mr. Mask shoved his hand straight through Shadow Guy's chest. Did you burn him? Wait, are you the serial murder? Wait, I just realized what position I'm in right now. And Shadow Guy just, well, exploded. Like, legitimately just boom. Holy jeez. It was gone. There was a few bits of ooze smoking on the ground, but that was it. One hit. I stood stupefied and gaping at the mess. The masked figure slowly turned my way, its tattered body flapping noiselessly in a non-existent breeze. Motherfucker, please, no. I chucked my coffee straight at the spirit's head and bolted away from it. If Mr. Mask had exploded the Shadow Guy, I did not want to see what it could do to me if I wanted. Before I was 10 feet from the bench, color bled back into the world. Sound returned. There were people around and everything was back to normal. What the fuck did it look like am I in? Or they're in? I was so freaked out that I'd gone another 20 feet before I realized it happened, and even then I didn't stop. Not until I slammed into someone just stepping around the corner of the building. What the heck is wrong with you? Guess. My god, I saw a very scary guy. She held me at arm's length, eyeing me angrily. I thought I told you to stop wandering around. Oh my god, thank goodness, so glad to see you. What's wrong? Back there. I pointed the way I come from, still out of breath. Ghost thing attacked. What are you talking about? You're attacked again? I shook my head, struggling to catch my breath so I could just speak normally again. Went to sit on the bench back there. Everything went weird. Quiet. Faded. You found an open ghost road. Here in town? Well, that's a headache waiting to happen. You're the worst at getting into trouble. Show me where. Come on. I caught her sleeve swallowing hard. I realized for the first time that William was just behind her. He was also watching me with a worried look. Not just that. That shadow guy from the other day, the one you chased off, he found me again. Oh, hell, where is he? I'll go knock some sense into him. He was the one attacked. Wait, what? Where? At the bench. I pointed to the bench about a block away. You saw it happen. Seriously. I nodded. Right in the middle of town, we totally missed it? If it wasn't the ghost road, even I can't see them from the outside. Come on, let's see if we can still access it. She grabbed my arm and started dragging me down the sidewalk. What's a ghost road exactly? A sort of place, a place out of alignment with normal reality. Ghost roads, spirit roads, fairy roads, it's all the same thing. Liminal spaces can sometimes open right into them at this time of year. William had mentioned liminal spaces before too. A bench is a liminal space? Sure it is. It's just a temporary stopping place between where you're going and where you've been. Spirits love spots like that. Note to self, avoid benches for the rest of your life. We reached the bench, but nothing happened. No muting of reality, no disappearing crowd, and no spirits that I could see. You see anything, Will? He shook his head. It was just right here, though. Ghost roads could shift in an instant. That's the only reason people aren't walking into them all the time. You really have to be in exactly the right spot at exactly the right moment. We may never access that one again. I almost died from a serial ghost killer. She turned to me again. What exactly did you see? Well, Shadow Guy just rocked up and started harassing me. Then this other figure showed up. All in black rags, sort of transparent, pale face. That thing that attacked you in the woods? No, I don't think it was the same thing. This one had a weird mask. It just rushed at the shadow thing and reached right into him, and Shadow Guy sort of exploded? That was it? Well, I kind of threw my coffee at the mask thing and ran away after that. So I didn't see what else happened, but yeah, that's the gist of it. Well, running away was probably smart, but damn. Do you even know how much power you'd need to destroy a spirit matrix in one hit like that? I don't really? Gus frowned, staring in the distance as she mulled that over. She definitely looked troubled. We thought the culprit might be another spirit, but still, I'm not sure what this means. I'm an artist! I can draw it out! Why does my girl not draw out the spirits I be seeing? She let out a short breath and shot me a determined look. You, fairy girl, get your butt home. Now, go through the cafe, to the courtyard, and go back to school. Then call someone for a ride. I don't care who. Get that airheaded crow to show you how. Crow? You're speaking English, but I have literally no idea what you're talking about. She means Corbin. Ah, if not him, get Merle to do it. Got it. Is everything okay? Well, thanks to you and your knack for getting into trouble, we do have a lead now. But I don't want you wandering around. Got it? Yeah. William, walk her to the murder, then come back to find me. Okay. She stepped a few feet away and pulled out a phone. Come on. He started leading me back to the murder. I glanced back at Yes, but she was already ranting angrily into her phone. I'm so sorry, this is my fault. I was supposed to meet you, but Guess pulled me out of class early, and my phone battery ran down, so I couldn't get a message to you. Hey, it's not like anything happened. I should have found a way to tell you. You could have been hurt. I don't want... Whoa, calm down. Nothing happened. It's fine. I was more worried about you than anything. Come on, don't look like that. It's fine, really. Is everything going to be okay? With things? Yes, I'm sure they'll send in someone to make sure the ghost road is permanently shut. Probably a good plan. You should be careful. You, as Faye, you're probably sensitive to spots like that, so you should avoid any liminal spaces, especially those outside. So, no bridges, cemeteries, or rest benches. I think it would be best. Got it. We stopped just outside the murder. Be careful. I caught his sleeve. You too. He shot me a faint smile before we parted ways. I went inside the cafe to find someone who could help me get back to the school. Merle ended up helping me out at no cost, thankfully. Apparently they didn't charge for giving directions, and the afternoon's events had pretty much completely disrupted my plans, or any plans. I might have had to talk to anyone about my issues, and I weaseled out of telling Allie the full story about what happened. It was good. If one good thing came out of it, it was that Guest and the others got a lead, but I didn't hear anything else about the masked ghost or shadow guy, and William didn't text me before bed, so I had no idea what was going on. Vandals. Well, hi Spencer, it's quite interesting to see you on my screen. First thing. Okay. I sighed and rested my head against the car window, watching the passing trees blur behind ribbons of water streaming across the window. I was gonna say... I don't even know what I was gonna say, but I wasn't gonna say windows. The heavy drum of rain and my throat and wipers against the glass were the only sound in the car. Beside me, Spencer shifted but didn't say a word. His eyes were glued to the street. I hate riding with him. It couldn't be helped, though. Allie had texted me quite early to say she couldn't drive me to school. I looked down at my phone in my lap, still worried. Hey, I'm really sorry, but I can't drive you today. Something came up super last minute. Can you ride with Spencer? Ugh. I'm sorry, I'll absolutely make it up to you. No, it's fine. Is everything okay, though? Yeah, they're putting us on extra patrols since the Sentinels are gone. Early morning patrols. Yeah, it sucks. I'm worried about you. Don't be, it's fine, nothing scary. Plus, we get extra pay, so I can take you for your lunch or a movie sometime. Just be careful, okay? Yep, I promise. Play nice with Spencer, tell him I said hi and that he should call me. Give him my number. Ew! Yeah. And that was that. I smiled as I read over the text, but it was quickly replaced by frowns. Or a frown. There was that thing that happened earlier. Ugh. When we went out to the car in the morning, all the air had been let out of the tires. I assumed it was a stupid brownie again. It was lurking nearby, shouting angrily at thin air. It was frustrating that my attempts to appease it weren't working. We didn't have time to have Dad bring the compressor from Grandpa's house, so Spencer and I took Mom's car, and she was planning on taking ours for the day. My head was still feeling muddled from everything that had happened the day before in town. I hadn't heard from William at all, and while I assumed he was fine, I hated not knowing. Plus, I was kind of bothered by something Guess had said. She assumed that the thing I saw yesterday was the same thing that attacked me in the woods. And while I had assured her it wasn't, but now I was kind of second-guessing myself on that. It had been pretty dark in the woods that night, and I didn't get a totally clear look at what had come after me. What if they really were the same thing? And what if I hadn't run into it just by coincidence in town? I didn't like to think about that at all. I was telling myself it was just paranoia. I really didn't think the thing in the woods had been wearing a mask and it had seemed bulkier. I really hope that was the case, because otherwise it begged the question why it was stalking me around when its usual targets were haunts and spirits. At some point, one really had to question my talent for getting into trouble. I wonder if there's a species of fae that attracts trauma. If so, that was definitely me. I looked down at my phone again, moving to another screen. William, just wanted to check in to make sure everything was okay. Call me or text me when you get a chance. If you get a chance. Still nothing. I really hope that nothing had happened to him, and let out a soft sigh and stared at the road, grateful we had a fairly short drive to school. Wait, what's that? It looked like someone in a black coat was standing in the road up ahead. Is that a person in the road? He didn't slow down at all. Spencer, did you hear me? There was someone up there. I don't see anything on the road. Spencer, stop. Spencer! Fine! He hits the brakes, sending the car skidding to a halt. The back end swung around, leaving us sideways in the road by the time we finally stopped. We both sat there for a minute, catching our breath. Staring out the windshield, I looked around wildly, but the figure in black was gone. I looked at Spencer, who was eyeing me worriedly. So, did I tell you Allie wanted you to call her? He rolled his eyes, turned in the car, and slowly got us moving again. I shouldn't have expected that you'd take something like that seriously. I'm serious. She really does want you to call her. Not time for jokes. Sorry. Hey, my life just flashed before my eyes. That particular scene stood out to me. What was that about? Yeah, I guess I owed him an explanation. I glanced back again, but the road was empty. There was something there. It's gone now. Something? I know. I look like a crazy person. There was definitely something there. I don't think you're crazy, he said it very quietly. I sighed. Yeah, that wasn't a word he liked at all. You don't think it was a person? Well, if it was a person, where is it now? If it wasn't a person, what was it? That's what I want to know. It's a ghost. Spencer didn't ask more questions, not yet, but I knew all these little incidents were stacking up. That conversation was definitely on the horizon. Oh, and I am over time, so we're gonna stop right here. But I need answers. I need my girl to find out that the spirits of William is following me. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Excuse me.
touch it, touch it, touch it.